Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to wrap a box. Obviously you need a box, something that you find at home that we talked about that you're going to need for your sculpture project. It could be something like this, tea came in it. It could be something that you got in the mail. It could even be the size of a shoebox too, which work really well. So I'm going to use this size just so you can see it easier at home. You're going to need some tape and you're going to need some scissors. And then you're going to need something to wrap with. So if you want to use wrapping paper, this roll is great. What you want to do is kind of measure out your box first if I'm using wrapping paper. So I would take the box, lay it down on the inside of the wrapping paper, and I first want to measure the sides. So I don't want the side to be higher than the height of the box. I'm just going to pull it up so that it almost reaches the top of the box there. So if this is about 1.5 inches, just a little bit under that. Then I'm gonna take my scissors and again, I'm gonna trim it, not so that it's higher than the box, but just comes above here. So I would say about here looks good. So I'm gonna take my scissors, cut all along the way there, and then I'm good to go. Now I'm going to put that box the way that it should be, and then I'm going to roll it until I come to almost like 3/4 of the edge there. Some kids are trying to go over, down, around the other side. You want to do it on the side facing up. So I center it in between the two, find where I'm going to put it, and I'm going to put a little piece of tape there. Oops. You're going to need the tape on the box itself. Then I'm going to pull it really taut, what they call it tight. And then obviously this is way too long, way past what we need. So then I can trim the box that way too. So I kind of measure it, give it a little trim. I don't need this. And then I want to fold over the edge so that it's nice and straight. Because when I cut the paper, it doesn't look that straight. Give it a little fold, pull it nice and tight, or taut they call it, and then I'm going to put another piece of Scotch tape. Now I want to get the sides here, so the way that I do that is I kind of just push these in with my fingers and I flatten it out. Almost looks like origami here at the bottom. Same thing with the top. I'm going to push in with my fingers, then I'm going to lay the one side down flat and then pull up the other side. Once I do that, then I put my little piece of tape. Sometimes what I like to do is rip off the tape first. I rip off a couple of pieces and then I put it at the edge of my table so that it's ready to go. So that works out really well too. Again, I'm gonna do the same thing with the other side. Push in with my fingers, push in with my fingers, crease it, press flat, and press flat. If this comes way too high, you could always fold this over if you want to. The bottom flat, and again, use my tape. And now I've wrapped my box perfectly. If you don't have wrapping paper at home, you could use that 12x18 construction paper that you have available to you from your take-home kit. So again, I would do the same thing. I would make sure that the paper fits, and it does. I'm going to measure from the side of the box up by folding it a little bit. Again, I don't want it to go over the top. And then I see this side then is way too long. So just like I did before, I can get my scissors and I can trim all that extra off. I don't need that. Straighten out the box, center it, pull the box over, make a nice little crease here, pull it tight, have my piece of tape waiting for me on the side. And again, this is way too long. So I would just hold it over, pull it real tight, and again, tape it. And just like I did before, pull the sides in, crease, pull the sides in, flatten out here, and then flatten out here, and a little bit of tape. Same thing again on the other side. Pull the sides in and crease, flap down, flap up, and a little bit of tape. So whether you're covering it with construction paper or you're covering it with wrapping paper, you're good to go. Now you know how to wrap a box.